When I was at university, I had a part-time job at a sports store. Ironic, I know, because I'm not a sporty person, but it was my job to sell Asian students at Murdoch University new running shoes, or help some suburban mum pick out a new sports bra for her daughter who's just become a teenager. It was a great job for socializing and connecting with people. In fact, I was probably too social at this job because one day a lady came in and I put her clothes through the cash register and I forgot to remove the security tags. A week later, this lady stormed back into the store. She was furious and she literally said to me, I just don't have time for this. I just don't have time for these mistakes. And then after I had released the tag and apologized profusely, just like any stupid 20-year-old makes a mistake like this at their part-time job, she looked at me and she said in a South African accent, I'm so sorry. She said, I'm so sorry. I've just had a really, really bad day. And immediately all of this stress that I was feeling like I had ruined this woman's schedule just dissolved by her being vulnerable and apologizing. She could have walked out of that shop and never said sorry, but she literally on her way out stopped, turned around to me, put her hand on my shoulder and said, I'm really sorry. And I learned something so important that day because I, like many of us who are Asian, grew up in a house where no one says sorry. My parents, my mum particularly, just never ever said sorry. The word sorry is almost criminal. It's not in the vernacular, maybe culturally, and I should do some digging on why that is, but it got me thinking about how powerful it could be if I could just say sorry. Like, we all have human moments. What if I started this practice of saying sorry in my own life? And it almost destroyed me because when I came to Singapore to work, the word sorry, I realized, was never even doled out in the workplace because sorry meant I admit that I am at fault and that I've done something wrong and that I have guilt. So if you were being interrogated at the workplace and you said, I'm sorry, it would be taken as an admission of incompetence or something. But I didn't think of it like that. And I refused to ever think of it like that. That lesson when I was 20 made me realize the great human connection power of just apologizing. You're not apologizing because you did something wrong. You're apologizing for any hurt that you might have caused the other person. That lady did nothing wrong. She wasn't apologizing to me for the fact that I left the tags on her clothes. She was apologizing to me because she might have hurt me. And I think that that is something so, so powerful. And from that day on, even though I didn't learn to say sorry in my household, I learned to say sorry in my personal life and going forward. And it's a great lesson that sometimes our greatest teachers are not our parents or the people we go to school with or our teachers. They are simply people we bump into, humans that we connect with, even for but a fleeting moment. And that lady probably has no idea the profound effect that her sorry had on my life.